Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you from start to finish how I put together this fall notebook. This is inspired by Monique Smith's planner system. I will link her YouTube and her Instagram in the description. I'm just going to do a quick breakdown of all of the sections for this planner, and then I'm going to show you the process of mapping it out, putting in all the vellum and inserts and all of the deco. And then at the end of the video, I'll do a full flip of this planner. First, I want to talk about the actual notebook itself. This is a Planner Monkey Co. Freely Noted notebook. It is in the same size as the Hobonichi Weeks. This is 192 pages on Tomoe River paper. It's a 4mm grid, and it's a really great notebook. As you can see, I have inserted quite a few inserts and vellum, so it's gotten pretty chunky compared to the brand new notebook, but that is what the starting product looked like. So to do a quick breakdown of each section in the planner, my dog just joined, so if you hear some squeaking, that's my dog. So the notebook is 2 months in one notebook. First, we've got September. And so in the front here, I have a little monthly view. And then we move into the gratitude section. This is just where I can write a line each day about something that I'm grateful for. And then we move into gratitude for my husband, and this is just an area for me to write a line about something that I'm grateful for from my partner. And then on this side is the memory section, and this is just a line each day of a memory from the previous day. Then we move into the anxiety workbook and the SHRM CP study pages. These are both workbooks that I'm currently working on. The anxiety workbook is just techniques for working with anxiety, and then the SHRM CP study book is for studying for my SHRM exam. I work in HR, and that's the certification that I am trying to work on this year. So this is what these sections look like in my current planner. I basically just break down the books into small sections, and I read a little bit each day and highlight them once I've read that section. So that's the anxiety workbook, and then this is the SHRM CP study habits pages. So once I get a little bit closer to September, probably in the next couple of days, I will go through and try to break down each section that I want to study. Then we move into the morning thoughts. So my day starts usually, I wake up, I feed our pets, and then I get breakfast for our son, and I will sit down with my planner while he's eating his breakfast, and I will journal for a little bit in this area. So I write things anywhere ranging from like what I dreamt about the previous night, things that I'm thinking about that I need to get done this week. It's literally anything that is on my mind, I will just put on this page. And it's just a nice way to kind of gather your thoughts first thing in the morning. And then we move into the study notes section. This section is where I can write notes for the anxiety workbook or the SHRM CP study notebook. Those are two areas where I want to just be able to jot down anything that stands out to me from reading that day. And then we move into the food log. This section is where I can write down everything that goes into my body. So starting with the first cup of coffee in the morning, and then any meals for the day. I also track water intake and alcohol intake. And on this column is where I will write my health goals, and that can be related to food, workouts, any other kind of health things I will just put in this section for what I kind of want to focus on. Then we move into the weekly section. This is just a weekly overview. This insert is from Paper Test Designs. This is the habit tracker down here, and this is just where I can keep track of the things that I'm trying to do on a daily basis. And then outside of the weekly section, we have a list back here, and then this page is just left blank. And then we move into the dailies, and this is just a place where I can map out my whole day. I can do some memory keeping back here. I also have a brain dump page for anything that I just need to jot down, and I also have a to-do list here. And then the system repeats itself for the weekly sections. So that starts from the morning thoughts, the study notes, the food log, the weekly, and the dailies. And those repeat for the rest of September. And then in October, we have the monthly page again, the gratitude page again, the gratitude for my husband, the memories page, the anxiety and SHRM study pages, and then the weekly system begins again. And that is basically the bones of this notebook, and that is the format that I used to set the whole notebook up with. So this notebook was so much fun to put together. The actual layout of everything was something that I worked on a lot before I actually put the notebook together. I mapped everything out in a separate notebook, just a regular like spiral notebook, and worked off of that for a little while. Then I went through, and you'll see I put sticky notes in all of the pages to sort of map out how much I could fit in here, how many pages each section was going to take. And I took a lot of time deciding the order that I wanted to put everything in. The reason that I really like Monique's system is the way that she orders all of her sections are intended to mirror how she moves through the day. So when I put this together, I tried thinking about how my daily routine is right now, how it currently is, not just what I want it to look like, but how it actually is. And that was something important for me because when you introduce new things to your life, you want to try to introduce them in ways that are actually going to stick. And for me, I can't just decide that I'm going to be a new person one day and I'm going to do all of these productive things and I'm going to get everything done. I can't just set my notebook up like that's magically going to happen. So I tried setting this notebook up, keeping in mind how I actually go through my day and the things that I would like to change. And I think the other thing that I really found that I loved about this notebook was just the process of putting it together. And you'll see in this setup video, it was a lot of time and a lot of work to put it together, but it wasn't something that I resented doing, and it wasn't something that I felt was too much because I enjoyed every step of it. From choosing the sections, just flipping through these pages every day, watching them get more full of life just really gave me a lot of joy. I gathered all of my fall stickers and deco and put it all in a basket and just said, this is going to be all of the things that I'm going to pick from to put this notebook together. And it just really was so much fun. The thing that I find with myself, and I think other people in the stationery community can probably attest to this, there are times that you'll find a cute sticker and you will hesitate to stick it down somewhere because then you're committed to it. And the same thing happens with notebooks. We'll pick up a notebook and then we can't decide what to use the notebook for. It feels like such a special notebook. You don't want to ruin it by starting it and then putting the wrong thing in it and changing your mind later. The thing that I love about this system is it commits me to the entire notebook. I filled up the whole thing, and now all I have to do is write in it. Everything is already structured. I already have a purpose for the entire notebook. I love how all of these stickers look together. It felt so good to just commit to sticking them down. And now I can flip through these pages and really enjoy what I created. It was just a lot of fun. It felt like a really good creative project. It was something I looked forward to each day, just working a little bit on this notebook each day for about 2 to 3 weeks, maybe even longer. So if you're interested, keep watching. There's going to be a full setup of this whole process from beginning to end. And at the end of this, I will show a full flip of this planner. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy watching this setup. So this is the notebook that I will be using for the months of September and October. What I've done so far is over the past week or two, I have slowly mapped out the entire book so that I could make sure that I have enough space and how much I'll have left over. There's a lot of sticky notes here, and there was also another notebook involved at one point where I was mapping everything out. But essentially what it's come down to is, in addition to, I want to have a landing page in the front, which is going to have a piece of acetate here where I can put in any post-it notes or just like an inbox page basically. And then I'll be putting my monthly calendar here. And then we would move into the task list and gratitude list, and then moving into the memory page and the husband gratitude page, and then the anxiety workbook and SHRM study habits, and then we would move into the weekly pages. So I want to talk through where I'm at right now in the assembly stage of my planner and what comes next. As you can see, I have tipped everything in. It is extremely chunky now. Basically where I'm at this point is I have tipped in everything that needs to be tipped in, all of the vellums and all of the inserts that need to be tipped in, which are the weeklies from Paper Test Designs, the brain dump page from House of Chibs, and then I have been using these coffee daily pages, and I'm all of a sudden blanking on the shop name, but honestly it doesn't really matter because the shop closed and I bought these inserts from her like shop closing sale. So these aren't available for purchase anymore, but these are what I'm using for my to-do list, as well as in the back I use them for my brain dump and my to-do list because I ran out of brain dump pages and I didn't feel like printing anymore. I just figured I would use these note pages because I had the exact amount that I needed. So that is where I'm at right now. So the next thing that I want to do is label all of the pages so that I can take out the post-it notes. So the sticker sheets that I want to use to label the days of the week throughout this are my Sweet Freckle Designs days of the week. I do have additional days of the week stickers from also from Sweet Freckle Designs. The sheet is old from when the shop name was Caffeine and Paper Co., but they still have the same stickers in the shop. And then I have these days of the week from Planner Monkey Co. So I might use some of these throughout to change it up instead of using the exact same stickers the whole way through because I don't need it to be super uniform. But there are other sections of the planner where I won't be using stickers and I'll just be writing in the headers, like for example, the gratitude pages, the study pages, those things I can start working on. So I'm going to start writing in the headers and also fill in the calendars that I put in on the September and the October monthly pages. And I can also start putting some tabs in and just kind of getting it a little bit more set up. So that is what I'm going to do next. So to talk a little bit about the cover, first of all, this is a Vanderspec, the Hobonichi Weeks Codex in Janet Leather Brown. This bookmark here is from Aloe's Creative Corner, and these two die cuts are from Sweet Freckle Designs. These photo stickers are from Taylor Ryan Design. This journaling card is from Mom Plans XO, and then this sticker is from High Paper Clouds. These two magnetic clips are both from Ollie Clip. This is an Ollie Clip and this is an Ollie Dot. I've got a little ruler in here, and this little paper clip is from the Angel Shop. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through the entire planner. is the full setup. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions about any of the products that were in this video, I will try to link every shop that I've used or that I know of in the description. But if there's anything that I've missed or that you just have questions about, feel free to ask. So thank you guys so much for watching.